Hello everyone. Today I want to explain a small program on 2D string and followed by I want to also give you one assignment question. And that assignment question everyone should be practice. So what do you mean by a string? You know that it is a collection of characters. In C language, especially, we don't have any string data type. The strings are created by using the character data type. Anything if you want to create any string in a C language, declare the corresponding variable with character array. Something like a str1 is all practice for. We had a practice for 1D. Here I want to give a 10 limit. So like that 10 characters we can create and that will become a string. Now here I want to explain about 2D string. 2D string, what do you mean by the 2D string? Example, I want to print a list of city names or list of names of particular class students. List nothing but we are starting from 1, 2, 3 like that. 1, 2, 3 like that. For every list we have some name. Some name like here, Rahul is a one name. I want to create. The next second name is a Ajay. Ajay. Third name is like a Ramu, and fourth name is like so like that. There are four names I have created. I could say the sequence numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Who is the rule number one? Rahul. Rule number three, Ramu. Rule number four, Raju. Like that, we have an index number for every string. So now these numbers are used to tell any of one dimension, or it's like a one index. Followed by in every index which has some string input. So here we need a 2D formatted string. One index used to carry the that corresponding serial numbers or sequence number, and one more index used to refer the particular number with respect to their name. So like that we need a 2D. Now generally, but in generally, we know that index are starting from the zero onward. Zero index, one index like that. Here I want to declare a one variable, something like a character str, str of four names I want to give. Four names I want to give. Each name, the string length or name length or any sentence length should be not more than 30 characters, like that 0 to 29. It is the name of length of the name. How many names I want to take? Four names. 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. There are four names. This is the thing I have created. Now, what is the memory format will become? The memory format will become four there are four names are there. The first dimension is representing the four, nothing but there are four names. Each name, the length of the characters are not more than 30. 0 to 29 indexes are created. So now we have a row-wise numbering from 0 to 3, column-wise numbers are 0 to 29. So that here I'm taking 24 now 0, it is next one is a 1, next one 2 and 3. So total we have a 4. So there are total we have a 4 number of rows. So we can also represent the rows are like that. The first row value we can store in this row. Second row name we can store here. Third row name we can store here. Fourth row name like that. Now each row, how many characters are going to be stored in each row? So character number 1, 2, 3 like that. Last one is 29 characters. So the character numbers are starting from zero onwards. Zero character first one, next followed by one character. Like that, what is the last character will become? Last character is a 29 character. So 0 to 29, total 30 number of characters are there. Now first input will become how to we can give the input in a how to we can able to give the input for every row wise or column wise. Normally, in a one dimension, if you declare something like a character, some character, something like a str1, if you have given this is a single dimension. So single dimension, only one name we can able to store. The name of the length of the name will become up to 20 characters. Now only one name. We cannot manage the multiple number of names because there is only one string variable is created with a single dimension. So one name only we can create. We cannot create the multiple names by using the one day. Now for the one name, whatever it is, if you want to give an input to the corresponding string variable, we are basically go with a one. getS function is there. Also, we have a scanf function is there. In this scanf function, how we are giving the input, name of the variable, sorry. Now a particular type specifier percentile yes, and comma, without mentioning any address of operator, just you write the name of the corresponding variable. That's it. Now this is a statement used to read the input from the keyboard. So don't need to give a address of directly which has the base address of a array. It's a single dimension array. Only one name we can able to give. But in this example, we want a multiple number. What is another method? Another method is a string variable method. So this is a alternate method can able to include the space of your space in your name. So puts, but scanf cannot read the space. Puts can able to read the, include in the space which can include which can create the string. So any one of the function you can able to use. Now scan this is the alternate method. But here we want to enter the name some row wise. We want to enter the names in a row wise. Now let us change the same thing. It's a str variable of 4 rows. Each row size is 30 characters. Now I want to read the input. Now that time we had to travel. We have to move from zero index to one index row wise. Zero row to one row to second row to the third row. Like that we have to shift to some 0 to 3, total 4 shifts of 4 number of iterations we have to perform. So like that, we are shifting from one row to another row, 0 to one row, second row, third row. For that, we are creating some for loop. For that, we are creating some for loop only to shifting from one row to another row. Okay. So I'm shifting I less than how many rows we have? 4 rows. So the numbering starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. For every time I want to give a list place. In this for loop, same you can go through puts or directly you can use this scanf, whatever it is. This function I am using. Okay, scanf. But if we had to mention it where in which row you want to enter the string. If it is a single dimensional string, no need to mention the index of row number. No need to mention because there is only a single row. There is a single row. But here we have a multiple 4 rows, so we had to mention at which row you want to enter the value. It is starting from 0 row onwards. So that mention I. So this is a way we are giving input to the multi-dimensional, sorry, two-dimension string. Okay, we had to mention the minimum the row number. No need to mention the corresponding column number. No need to mention. If you start entering the column number, again it is become a character transmission. So we should not enter something like a age like that. We are not entering character to character in a particular row. We want to enter a complete string because what is the type space for percentile? Yes, not percentile. Say we had to do to mention I comma j variable with a nested for loop if you want to enter character by the character, but it will become a string, so that no need to mention the entry of a string value. So we are mentioning only a row number instead of the entire string. So this is the way we need to enter the value. So let us test the concept with for loop iteration. Now, what is my initial iteration will become? Initial iteration is starting from here. Now, I value will become 0, 0 less than 4. It is true, condition true, control enter into the for loop. So, who will catch now? As a string formatting, we are formatting string. Percentage yes, exclusively created for to string data. So, whenever you give a percentage s, which directly access to all the indexes. If this is become a percentage, which able to access the character by character. Then we don't have a string data type in C, but we have a type specifier percentile yes to operate the string. So now I'm not using percentile C. No need to mention this. Now let me go to the first iteration. In the first iteration, what happened? Str of 0 row will be cast, where I am entering something like a Ajay name. I am entering. Ajay name I am entering. So now in this corresponding row, the string can be accessed because it is a percentile. String can be accessed, which can it is storing it here. Ajay will be stored here. Okay. Next, what happened? I plus plus. I will be increment. Next, what happened? The control will move to here. I will be increment. After incrementing the I, it will become 1. So now str 1. So according to that scanf function, it will become 1. We are just operating the serial row number. Now, if the row number is one, again it is able to access the string. The string automatically will be considered by using the percentage. So now here I am entering something like a Vijay. Now Vijay will be entered at the index number one. Vijay. Next, on the next iteration, again I will be incremented. So now next entry will become a STR of index two number index. Here I want to enter something like a Rahul. Okay, what is the next index will be made after this STR of now what is the index will become something like a Raju. Now Rahul, Raju, all will be entered. Now four indexes are entered. All four rows are entered. All four rows are entered. Then again I will be increment. I will become yeah, something like a four. Now there is no four here. The condition will become false. The condition will become false, which cannot be executed. When I is equals to four, condition is false. Okay. So this is a process to read a multi-dimensional string. Okay. We can also give a input to the string as in the form of initialization. So that I want to show a small program. First, I want to explain. Second program will be execute, and the third I will give a assignment for you. So this is the reading. How to print? Same thing. Same user. How to print a string on screen? Same thing. I is equals to zero and I less than 4. We can also use a dynamic variable here, I plus plus. Then again, you use the printf function, printf percentile yes, comma, str of row wise, we are printing the corresponding string. This is a small program. Let me show you one another program, then followed by next program I will explain. The same program here we have same thing. There are cities. So in a two-dimensional array, so there are something like some five city names we have. So five number of rows we want to create, 20 number of character length for each city name, and it is like an initialization process. This is like an initialization, so that I have not explained in the paint because it's a waste of our time. Because you know that it seems like a string list in Python. So like that, we have a list of names, but we should mention the corresponding dimension of in index wise. Okay, then followed by we are printing. We are printing. That's it. It's a very simple program. It can able to run now. So I'm running this program. So it is printing the list of names. Okay. So second, I mean, let me execute one another program here. So now let's go to the one program like same that I have explained in Paint. Here I am executing. So first, initially, I want to take how many names you want to enter. So printf enter the number of names. Let's take this one also a dynamic format. Then next, scanf. I should declare a variable. Percentile d, comma, address of n. So by this way, I can also define how many names I want to enter. So I need a first variable like int some number of names followed by I should declare some 2D array character str1 of uh, str1 of something like a uh, how many you want to enter. That your wish. I want to give it 10, but followed by you can able to change this. So for each it is 30. Okay. The next, now I want to read the input. I want to read the input by using scanf. So whenever you want to read the input, so I just want to, as like explain on the page, I'm entering zero, but I less than n value. There are maximum names I can able to enter up to 10, but let me close with 4, 5 like that. Okay. So now that dynamically operate by using the n variable I place place. So this for loop I'm opening. This for loop I'm opening. So I want to read the input by using scanf. Okay. Scanf percentile yes, percentile yes for each row wise of a particular string. Row wise. How many? 10 actually given, but 10 I don't want to enter. I want to fix with only a number of input. But n should not, we can also apply some kind of condition. N should not be greater than 10. We can also keep here if for to control the n value, so that unnecessary to discuss over here. So here I want to give something like a I for every row wise, which can able to travel row wise. First, if n is equals to example, if n is equals to something like a 4, then what happened here? 4 number of rows can be created. 1 comma 2 comma 3 like that. 4 entries will be applicable. And what happened next? I want to after reading directly I want to print the same value. Sorry. This is all about a small program. Let's run it. Should also declare this I. Enter the number of names. I want to enter 4 names. So the 4 names are like a, so they are printing. So we can properly say the printf. The names are 0 index value, Ramu 1 index value, Rahul 2 index value, 2 row value, Ravi 3 row value, Raju. Like that, there are 4 rows are created and 4 names are entered. Actually, I have what is the maximum number of rows we can able to create? 0 to 9. So this is about utilize or process the 2D string. So on this concept, I want to allocate you an assignment for you. The assignment, you should practice the assignment and submit accordingly in the canvas. I also give you 2 days of time in the canvas to upload the answer. Okay. So the first question is about a school maintain a student grade, or we are maintain the student grade, rule number of the student followed by name of the student. Then after what are the grades subject wise, like that we are maintaining. You can go for the 2D and also multi-dimensional 2D array, and subject wise we have to maintain. Store the name of a student first, name Rahul, and what are the grades we have, like that. Followed by we have a grades. Okay. Allow teacher to enter the grade and display the final grade report. It seems like in this format. See the scenario how the process is going on. Enter the name student one. Name is Ajay. Ajay. The Ajay grades for mathematics, science, English, history are A, B, C, A, C. Like that grades should be take input. The next name followed by grades. Next name followed by grades. Finally, the output should be formatted in this way. The output should be formatted in this way. Ajay grades, Vijay grades. So properly we had to utilize the printf function. Accordingly, we can able to generate this kind of. So this is your assignment in this video. This assignment I will give you the 2 days of time. Within the 2 days, you have to upload it in the Canvas. Clearly read the concept. If you need, you can also use the 3D string. Okay. So I will give you one more assignment in the next video, and for that also I will give you 2 days of time. For every assignment in the video assignment, I will give you 2 days of time. Before I will explain the concept how to do, then followed by the different kind of example we can give, but that is relevant to the video discussion. Okay.